Hey there, I'm BevVan with Total Home Access Solutions, and I'm visiting here today with one of our clients, Bob, who moved into this fabulous new house recently and hired us to help them with some accessibility remodeling because...
Well, after looking at approximately 50 to 60 houses in the Omaha, Council Bluffs area, we were unable to find a totally wheelchair accessible home. So we found this one, which could be easily adapted, and my wife had who was an OT, had been to some seminars with BevVan, and we invited her out, and we liked her ideas. They were original and very creative.
That's great. And as working with Bob, I found out that we weren't the only creative ones. Bob has started a new website dedicated to people who love woodworking but who have disabilities. And that's really what I want you to talk about today, Bob.
Okay. It's called Wheelchair Woodworkers, and it can be found at wheelchairwoodworker.net. The main reason I did this was because after my amputation this past January, I started looking at what I needed to do to make my wood shop safe and accessible. And there just wasn't a whole lot out there. There was one article that was written about 2 years ago and published in one of the magazines, and basically that was it.
That's it. Okay. So no information out there, and what do?
You start a website and you start sharing what you learn with people. I basically am focusing on a few different areas. One is documenting the transition of this shop. I figured what was a better opportunity than starting with an empty room and showing people how I'm laying it out and building it up so I feel it's safe and accessible.
Okay.
My situation is unique in that I came from a very large room that I converted to a shop to a home where I have to use 2 different rooms.
Okay.
So I made this room behind us is kind of the power tool room. It was originally a golf cart garage in the basement of the house, and it was perfect for the situation. Then we had another room on the other side of the house that we made into a finishing room where I would do all the finishing work. And it's not a bad idea to have them separated, just the dust and that.
So as people are looking at you and looking at the room behind you, they can tell this is definitely a work in progress. And if they want to keep up with that, and if they want to join in the conversation and be a part of your website, what do they need to do?
Basically, just go to woodworkers.net, and I haven't asked anybody to register, and I've got a tremendous following already, but they're kind of quiet, so I'd love to have people who chime in and share ideas. When you go to the site, you'll find an area on my shop on building it out, and I share with you my ideas and the way I'm doing it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the only idea, so I would like other people to start sharing, because that's what this whole website's going to be about.
Sounds great. So share the news and share this video, not only for the creativity involved with remodeling a house, but you can also get really creative when you're designing access for recreational activities as well.
And that's important, because my wife, being an OT, didn't cut me any slack, but she knew I had to use my arms and legs more to keep them limber, and I have an artificial shoulder, so that to keep that movement loose and everything. And what started out as just a small one piece of equipment has kind of exploded, and she probably wishes she'd never suggested that, but it's a great hobby, and I encourage everybody to get into it.
Sounds great. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.